Hello everybody and welcome to the back office. I know it's been forever since you've seen me in front of a camera, so please don't be alarmed. I know I've aged rapidly since the last video when I did this. And rather than show you a video about Nintendo Famicoms or various other junk that I've got lying around stuffed in the back office, I thought I'd show you something else because I've literally just been to a car boot sale and I've picked up something that those who know me know I like to collect a lot of. And of course, if you guessed coffee machines, you would be right. I actually have even an unreleased coffee machine video where I've basically gone through with my friend Tim and we drank lots of coffee out of every coffee machine imaginable under the sun. So I will just show you, this is my current go-to daily driver. This is a Juro Impreza bean to cup machine, very nice. There was a period in my life where I collected these all the time. I probably had about bloody 5, if not 10 bean to cup coffee machines, and I've managed to wean myself off that obsession now with Tassimo machines. So this is the first Bosch Tassimo machine I acquired. I think I paid maybe £10 of that on Facebook Marketplace, and I thought I'd offer you a bit of a buyer's guide to these. They do use plastic coffee capsules, so I'd say really for the environment, not to go nuts. These should be just very much an occasional use. They do have that benefit though if you've got children that they can make hot drinks, and they come with hot chocolate pods. They're a little bit more versatile than the normal Nespresso machines. So this is one that I've cleaned up. I do have another fancy one that I've taken to my workplace which has a lot of settings. So they do come in various levels of configurability. However, generally it is a put the coffee in the machine and away you go. And the coffee pod literally goes in there. You'll notice they have a barcode. There's 2 types of barcode, one for the new machines, one for the old. I think this is the old barcode format where it's near the tab, and the new ones use this side barcode. You pop that on, shut the lid, push the button, coffee comes out. So what the barcode does, it basically tells the machine how long to squirt out the coffee, how long to sit there, if there's a froth, all those things. And then a lot of the pods actually do come in varieties like this one, where you've got 2 pods. So the cappuccino, you start off with the milk pod, and then you'll do the coffee pod. So it can be a bit of a palaver, but it does make an actual decent coffee, so much so that you might not bother with the old bean to cup. Now the reason of this video is I went out to a car boot sale and I picked up 2 machines, should have put them side by side, stop waving the camera around, to show you what to look for by means of a bit of a buyer's guide. So these were £5 each, quiet cat, and they represent the slightly older generation machines, but they're not. They haven't really changed the standards at all, so they're pretty much the same. They all look the same. Even if you go and buy a new machine, it will look very similar to this, and they'll function in a similar way. So when you pick them up, yeah, you see it's a bit grubby. Open them up inside. What you want to look for is to make sure all the assembly here looks intact, because this part is removable for cleaning. So if it's missing this pod holding mechanism, you could be in trouble. But there's really not too much to worry about because, again, very low maintenance. And you can see here, this other variety has this grey thing. You're going to pop that out like that. Make sure that that's in there. So look for the receptacle for the pod. And I'll just show you this one so you know what all different types look like. So it's just a flappy doodle. And then underneath the flappy doodle, you'll have a perforator. And then you'll have a main nozzle outlet that goes straight to the bottom, and then you have the barcode reader. And a lot of these are on the market. There's a hell of a lot of spares out there. And in fact, I've just noticed something interesting. This machine is actually a more newer machine, because you see here, this is the barcode reader where the pod comes out, where the tab is, like we discussed. But here, the tab would actually come out on this side, and the barcode reader is on the side. So again, I don't know what's the difference. Maybe they have newer machines or something like that in terms of, newer types of coffee, more fancy programs in the machine. Who knows? Or maybe their DRM is running out. The other thing to look out for is to make sure it has the drip tray. Now, the drip trays always can be moved up or down, depending on the type of drink you're making. So if you're having an espresso drink, obviously a small cup, you'd have it here, or if you want a tall one, it will be here. Or if you have a very tall one, like you're making it in your, like one of these insulated mugs, you can just put it straight in there. And often if somebody's using those insulated mugs, this thing can go missing. So make sure you've got that. Again, it's a little piece of plastic, but if you don't have it, it is kind of annoying because you're incomplete and you want to be complete. Now, moving to the side of the machine, you see there's a little bit of lime scale on that, no problem. Just make sure you've got the water container. And in the water container, there's a little magnet. That's the level sensor. Generally, it should move nice and easy. If not, just give it a little kick, see if it's moving all right. Normally, even if it isn't, you can move it yourself, but it might give you some bartering power to get a pound off. And you'll notice on some of the bigger machines, they have a brighter filter cartridge in there as well, but it's all pretty much the same. So you've got your magnet in there, and maybe a good opportunity to change that brighter filter. Now, while we're in the back, I will show you this. Normally in the back of some machines or underneath, you'll get this. This is a cleaning cartridge, a cleaning T-disc, I believe they call them, Tassimo disc. You really want this, and if it's not with the machine, ask about it. So this machine actually didn't have one, and I'll show you where to find them on those. They aren't too expensive. You get them for £5.99 on eBay, I believe, and that will come with a packet of decalcification tablets. The machines do have a program, and they will insist upon it, a cleaning cycle every so often. And to be honest, I've not had one on a lot of mine, but it's generally a case of chucking some fizzy pills in the water and just hitting go. And every time I get a new machine like this, I will go through that process whether or not I have the actual pills. I'll just get them to go through a whole cycle, make sure all the nozzles are cleaned out. But I will show you where it lives on a lot of them. So you see down there, there's a little hidey hole. Again, it can just fall out. There's not really very positive lock on those, and you can see there in this one. I think I've just turned the old toaster on. But yeah, very easy to be lost, but you will need it at some point. And if you want to, you could zoom in on the screen now. I'm going to hold it up there. You could make your own barcode. If you've got a label printer, yeah, you could make that little sticker, and literally you could just stick it on an old empty. So you could just paste it straight there, and that's going to work. And what we have, the only bit I am a bit worried about, we have decided that this machine is a newer machine. It might have a slightly different cleaning pod. So it is worth getting the model number off the machine. I think on this one, it's located, here we go, inside there. You can see the model number. Just make sure you get the right T-disc for it, because you can be sure this one will definitely not work in it, and I'm sure the barcode will have changed. So there you go. I feel it would be remiss of me not to show you them working, of course. So you'll get your mug, shove it in. I know it's a bit obvious, but that's fine. And you get your cartridge. Some actually are quite tall. So this one's the Americano Grande, which means it's bigger than espresso size. And while that's running, I'm going to put that in. You can see the light will start flashing. Oh, it's not turned on. No. If it's not turned on, by the way, open the door again, because it will only detect the cartridge, obviously, when you shut the door. So there we go. Now it is turned on. You'll see the light flash, hit the button, and away it goes. And that's from cold. You literally just turned it on from the plug. But if you look at the packets, I'm going to spin them round. Not so much on this. It's actually the bag that these packets come on, not the actual packets themselves. They actually say on them how big a coffee it is. So whether or not it's going to come up here, come up here, come up here. But there are tricks on these machines, and I'm getting away from that one while it's a bit noisy. Some machines, like the machine we have in our office, it looks a bit like this, but not this, actually has additional buttons to let you choose a taller drink. But on most of them, there's a wheeze that when it's filling up, when it's near the top, if you hold the button down, it will keep going, adding more and more hot water till you've filled it up to the desired temperature. But that's mainly the difference between these types of machines. These are all the basic ones. They have this same functionality, but the more advanced, expensive ones allow you to do that. But you can see this is quite a tall drink as it stands. So if you like the tall drink, just buy the coffee for the tall drink, so you can have more coffee in it as well. You'll notice on some of the programs as well, like cappuccinos and stuff, it does a little steam phase where it'll splutter out some foam for you. That works actually pretty well. Then what you have to do, just wait for this to stop flashing. They advise you not to open it before that stops flashing, probably for good reason. You'll probably blow up your face with steam. Well, I'm not going to wait actually, just show you now. And then you just take that out and chuck it in the bin. Whereas I may actually just keep this and make my barcode on it. But a bit of fun, you'll have a bunch of these normally if you've been playing with them. You can always open it up. So have a look online. And I've often used one with a hot chocolate cartridge because the hot chocolate's quite a deep fill cartridge and easily to clean out. Just run it through a few times to make tea and other drinks just by using the machine itself as a hot water dispenser. So I can see now, by the way, this machine, the one which didn't have the cleaning disc, is complaining that it actually needs to be cleaned. So this is going to be a bit of a problem without that disc. So this is probably another reason why people get rid of them, because when you push the button you can hear it is not working properly. I'm going to leave it off for now. But yeah, you could just pick up yourself a bargain, because I'm going to think that doesn't work. That's a broken machine, but no. Spend the extra £5 on it. I know you've doubled your investment, but you're going to get a great machine. I'm quite impatient, of course, so I want to still test that machine. So I've gone to bobcopeland.com and there's a Tassimo cleaner sheet in PDF, and I've cut and pasted that using Windows snipping tool into this barcode label type printing machine software, and then that lets me print it out right here, and hopefully that's going to work. I don't have enough hands to hold the camera and do this, but you can see I'm just going to stick it over there. I think it's a little bit big, but we'll have a go anyway. Well, here goes nothing, so we'll put that in there. Oh! I think it's working. It is! Brilliant. So this is going to go through its rather noisy sounding cleaning cycle. Now we know it works, I've chucked in the actual descaling tablets. Makes sense to descale both of these machines now. We've got plenty, the pack contains 2 goes. That way, so whoever I give these to and the next owner will enjoy them for, I don't know, probably several months before it complains again. Cleaning is happening. Now I am a very happy fella. So I'm just going to enjoy my coffee here with Ziggy. You'll not believe the angle I've contorted myself into to be in the shot with him, and he's not interested whatsoever. I hope that's been of some interest to you, and it's car boot season. I would like to see you getting out there looking for some Tassimo machines and posting on the old Discord. Now remember, there is one other thing you can do. I know it's a bit wasteful to buy these single shot plastic things and it's not good for the environment, but have a look on eBay because there are some refillable ones. So if you have any experience with the refillable ones, please let me know because it's something I'll probably want to try in the future. As ever, thank you for watching. Nice.